Please be seated. Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Andy White. I'm president of Cleveland State Community College, and it is our pleasure to have you with us today for this summer commencement ceremony. I believe it may be the first summer commencement in the history of the college, at least that anyone remembers anyway. So it's a really special occasion, obviously for our graduates and for their family members, but also for those of us who support their education and learning and growth. It's a pleasure for all of us. On behalf of the Tennessee Board of Regents, joined with faculty and staff, I'm pleased to welcome you all today to witness and to celebrate this special occasion with our graduating students. Our heartfelt congratulations to all of our graduates today on your accomplishment. You did it. Good job. In order to help us facilitate this special event, we ask that all family and friends remain in the stands throughout the ceremony. We'd also like to request that you silence your cell phones at this time. Everybody double check. I've triple checked. Hopefully I didn't bump it into the ring mode. This ceremony will be webcast today and broadcast live on our college website. It will be archived and can be viewed later on also by going to the Cleveland State Community College website. As we begin this ceremony, let me introduce the members of the stage party. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. First and foremost is Tennessee Board of Regents Regent Danny Varlin. Julianne Mathis, Staff Senate President and Disability Support Services Coordinator. Melody Alexander, our Faculty Senate President and Associate Professor of Psychology. She's a lady who is everywhere all the time. I don't know how she does it. Anderson Bennett, our Student Senate President. Dr. Corey Campbell, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Cindy Reynolds, Vice President for Infrastructure, Information, and Operations. Kelly Frank, Associate Vice President of Human Resources and Compliance. Tim Scotton, Vice President of Finance. Dr. John Squires, Vice President for Economic and Institutional Development. And Dr. Willie Thomas, Vice President of Student Affairs. If you would at this time, please stand and join us as Dr. Willie Thomas, Vice President of Student Affairs, leads us in a moment of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. White. Graduates, today is a momentous occasion in each of your lives, as well as your families. Before we proceed, we want to take a moment for reflection, to consider all the hard work by students, faculty, and staff, to think about all the people that supported you along the way, to imagine the many opportunities before you, to consider all the blessings that brought each of us to this point of celebration, Thanksgiving, and to remember loved ones that have passed or are not able to stand with us today. Will you please join me in a moment of silence? Thank you. Please stand for the national anthem. Although Miss Andy Phillips could not be with us in person today, we are proud to share a special pre-recorded performance of the national anthem. Here's Miss Andy Phillips performing the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly
Please be seated. At this time, we would like to join you and join our students in recognizing those individuals who have helped contribute to the success of our graduates this morning. First, we want to give our graduates an opportunity to thank the special family members, friends, co-workers, and all of those who have been a part of their special journey and their support network and have encouraged them every step of the way. Graduates, please take this time, this is your moment, to thank your family and friends with a big round of applause. Next, we want to give our graduates an opportunity to join me in thanking our amazing faculty and staff here at Cleveland State Community College. Our faculty and staff make every effort and go the extra mile to make sure our students come first and that they have the resources they need to be successful. Graduates, let's all take this moment to thank our faculty and our staff here at the college who do such an outstanding job supporting our students. In addition to our national and state flags today, which I want to bring your attention to, we've included flags from 5 other countries in our vestibule. These flags represent the home countries of students who are graduating from Cleveland State today. These include Canada, Colombia, India, Mexico, and Russia. Cleveland State Community College serves a 5-county region. It's made up of Bradley County, McMinn, Meigs, Monroe, and Polk counties. For the summer semester 2025, 64% of our graduates come from the counties within our service area. We will award 97 associate degrees today and 63 technical certificates. Our youngest graduate is 17 years old, and our oldest graduate is 55 years old. Let's pause for a moment. Let's think about that. That's pretty neat. That is really neat. That's a testament to we are an open access institution. And in today's world, it's all about lifelong learning. Just continuing to learn and grow as technology changes, as society changes, as our economies change. Our community colleges and technical colleges in the Tennessee Board of Regents system across the state are here to provide support and help people adapt and thrive. It's exciting. I commend you for coming here and studying and investing in yourselves, and I look forward to watching you progress and prosper professionally and personally. Cleveland State, today you're joining a network of more than 25,000 alumni who live and work across this country. Our Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society recognizes students for their academic achievement. Our Omega Omicron chapter members have a 3.25 grade point average or higher and are recognized today by the gold stoles and tassels they are wearing in our ceremony. As an Air Force veteran myself, I'm proud to recognize those students who have, in the past or today, continue to serve in our military. These students are distinguished by their red, white, and blue tassels that they wear. If you are a veteran, a reservist, or an active military member attending today, or a student or guest who has served in our military, please stand at this time so we can thank you for your service in defense of our country. Thank you. At this time, it is my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Regent Danny Varlin. Regent Varlin was appointed to the Tennessee Board of Regents in 2010, representing the 2nd Congressional District where she has served for 15 years. That's public service to our state, to our education institutions that are making a difference in lives of people all over our state and for the generations of folks that will follow them. That's wonderful. In 2023, she retired from her final and favorite job as the grant writer and major gifts and estate planning officer at East Tennessee Children's Hospital in Knoxville. I haven't shared with you, but my daughter was diagnosed with diabetes suddenly a few years back and was rushed there and got phenomenal care and really made a huge difference in her life and ours. But our medical institutions across our state are so important to the quality of life and the quality of our society and the social fabric of our region. So she served there, raised revenue and funds to help that institution thrive, and now she's been serving with the Board of Regents for 15 years. She currently serves her community in many other ways as well, including on the Board of Directors of the Panhellenic National Scholarship Foundation, the Relationship Builders, and in commitments at St. George Greek Orthodox Church. Regent Varlin has a Bachelor of Arts in English from Georgia State University and is married to United States District Court Judge Tom Varlin, who is with us today. They share four grown children and 6 grandchildren. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Regent Danny Varlin.
Good morning. I'm used to doing evening graduations, so I had to get my head on straight to realize it's morning, which is kind of nice. Good morning, Dr. White, distinguished faculty and staff, and good morning and welcome to our graduates, your families, your friends, and guests who are here today to celebrate this momentous occasion. I'm very honored to be with you on this such an important day in your life. So on behalf of the 19 members of the Tennessee Board of Regents, which includes Governor Bill Lee, who was our chair, I bring you greetings and congratulations. Class of 2025, I know what a proud day this is for you and your families. For myself and my fellow board members, it is a very gratifying day as well. Being here with you today, seeing you awarded the degrees and the certificates you have earned is what makes our volunteer service on the board so rewarding. You are why we serve, you are why the board exists, and you're why Cleveland State Community College exists. Our chief responsibility as board members is to make you have the best faculty, which you do, the best resources, and the best environment possible to help you learn and succeed. So it is fitting that I especially thank the faculty and staff for their dedication and hard work. Today, you become part of the proud history of Cleveland State. I would like to share a bit of my personal story. When I started college 52 years ago, in 1973, I wanted to major in English and thought I might want to go to law school. I bet some of y'all thinking about that. I also wanted to get married someday and be a mom to 4 children, and that happened. I graduated from a private school in Augusta, Georgia, and attended my first college choice. Sounds pretty good, huh? For the next year and a half, I behaved pretty much like any freshman or sophomore college student of the day. I went to class, studied some, but not too hard, made decent grades, joined a sorority, made lots of friends, performed with the college's dance company, and did my share of partying. Mainly, I was thrilled to be on my own and away from my parents. I went home at Thanksgiving, Christmas, and at the end of the school year. Communication with my family was minimal because long-distance phone calls back then were expensive. There were no cell phones. Also, I had a phone and an answering machine in my room, but I wasn't there very much to answer the phone. Basically, I had no idea what was going on with my parents and siblings. I'm not proud of that. Although I grew up in what I would say was a privileged home, it was not a happy home. My parents fought all the time, drank a lot, were very verbally, emotionally, and physically abusive, and there were never words like I love you or I'm proud of you or you did a good job. At the time, I didn't know that wasn't normal. No one talked about their home life with other people, and these secrets were expected to be carefully guarded. For Christmas my freshman year, my dad surprised me with a new car. When I came home that summer, I was presented as a debutante at cotillion at the country club, which is what my parents wanted. I was greatly relieved when it was time to go back to school. Things were going along fine my sophomore year until I came home for Thanksgiving to a big surprise. My parents told me that we were bankrupt and I would have to quit school and move home after exams in December. No one in my family had told me anything leading up to this. There was not even a hint. And I went back to school by myself, told them I was dropping out, packed my stuff, and drove home. My world was turned upside down. Needless to say, whatever goals I had were put on hold indefinitely. My family lost our house, and I was going to have to decide what I wanted to do and what I could afford to do. With no money and a little bit of college, I set off for Atlanta to start a new life and had every confidence that I would be just fine. My plan was to move in with my older sister, who is 9 years older than me, her husband and their 1-year-old son, find a job or 2 or 3, and start back to college. Moving in with my older sister proved to be a terrible idea. The age difference created a gap that we just could not get past. Sometimes she was worse than my mother. I had started a job at the State of Georgia Department of Labor and met a friend that needed a roommate, so my problem was solved for the short term. When you made $483 a month before taxes, there isn't a lot left for money, rent, for food, rent, gas, and other things. So I worked a part-time retail job. My story continues over many years with numerous challenges, including having to sell my car and rely on public transportation to work, experiencing severe food insecurity, and some seriously disturbing instances of sexual harassment. And my marriage at 21 ended with my husband leaving me for another woman. The blessings included so many friends that brought tremendous joy into my life, mentors that took an interest in me, and a personal drive that took me through it all. My goal was simply to survive each day and to one day complete my college degree. So what got me through every day? A good attitude. Honestly, I can say to you, I never felt sorry for myself. Maybe I was too dumb, but I was so glad to be on my own and making my own decisions. I thought it was a great adventure and believed that I could do whatever I sent my mind to. I'm a 3/4 of the glass full person, and I began to realize that great attitude was going to be part of my arsenal for success. So I'm reminded of these experiences when I hear your stories and the many students across our state, and can understand and relate to the challenges students face. I believe that those experiences have given me a view of how difficult it can be for students and have helped me contribute to my role as a regent. Your hardships have inspired me to think a lot about how and why I made it through those very difficult times and what made the difference. Somewhere along the way, I discovered that I had some secret powers, and little by little, I was making progress toward a pretty incredible life. The best news is these secret powers are not so secret and available and free to everyone to use them. It takes a lot to get me down. To me, life is not about what happens to you, it's about how you react to it, and I call this attitude. My dear friend, the late great Pat Summitt, the University of Tennessee Lady Vols 8-time national championship coach, used to say, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. That is attitude. Whatever I set my mind to do, I thought I could and believed it with all my heart. After some time of working, recovering from a divorce, and getting stabilized, I enrolled at Georgia State University in downtown Atlanta. I was working as a legal secretary for a very large firm that was located 2 blocks from the university, so I could walk to school from work and take MARTA home, which I would never recommend you do, especially now. Unfortunately, the many classes I've taken at the private college did not transfer to the university, and I was starting over as a freshman. Thank goodness this is not something you will have to deal with in Tennessee, with our college system that recognizes transfer pathways from community colleges to universities and getting credit for work done at another school is pretty much accepted. At that time, no one talked about student aid or offered any financial help. There just weren't opportunities like that then. Using myself as an example is only to remind you that everyone has problems. They may not be the same problems that you are dealing with, but every human being has problems. Sometimes we spend a lot of time trying to prove that our problems are bigger than everyone else's, and we get into that poor victim, poor me mode. That's not gonna help in any way, nor is it really going to entice anyone to try to help us. It's just a downer all the way around. So how do we overcome that? My 35 years of experience as a volunteer for many different organizations have proven to me that not only am I not a victim, I'm blessed. Being a friend to others will often make you aware of problems that others have that are a whole lot worse than yours. Becoming more aware of the world around you can educate you on how tough life can be outside of your little world. Volunteering is a great opportunity to see ourselves outside of ourselves and understand that no one is immune to problems. More importantly, your attitude towards your challenges make all the differences in how you overcome them. And volunteering can introduce you to some incredible people with some great attitudes. When we think the world's against us and go around with a chip on our shoulder, it interferes with us being our best self. Whether it's with our family and friends or at a job, a positive attitude can improve our state of mind as well as those of the people around us. You might be the smartest person in your workplace, but if you have a lousy attitude, that is what people see, and it doesn't take long before your boss and coworkers are over it. Being a helpful person that can always be counted on is the very best way to be noticed by people in a higher position. In every job I've ever had, at every rung on the ladder, I have been the person that says yes to any task, no matter how big or small. None of this is not my job thing. Whether it's chairing a board, planning a major event, facilitating a meeting, or lugging in cases of water, checking if the bathrooms are clean, cleaning up afterwards, I'm always willing to help, and I do not believe that I'm too good for any job. That is my first secret weapon, and I honestly believe that is the reason I've had so many wonderful opportunities for both paid and unpaid positions. I would rather hire a person with a good attitude that can learn the job than someone with experience or super smart with a bad attitude. So that brings me to my second secret weapon, hard work. Nothing replaces hard work. No one will ever outwork me. Have you ever been in a group where people are saying this about someone? They just sit around. They don't do anything. In my mind, that is one of the worst things you can ever say about someone. It makes the people around us mad. It destroys culture when people don't carry their load. So if you have goals and want to achieve them, the only way to get there is hard work. There aren't any shortcuts to raising children, owning a business, being in a relationship, completing a degree, wanting to move up in your job, and being a friend. Hard work pays off. All the education in the world cannot fix a bad attitude and a lousy work ethic. And finally, the most important secret power in my world is gratitude. Being thankful every single day for the opportunities and the people that have helped and influenced me, and knowing that the life and the world that I love is mine only because of the grace of God and the people that love me. In my professional life as a fundraiser, I believe that you could not thank donors enough for their personal support. I believe that in my personal life as well. Thanking people spreads joy and makes people feel good. It reminds us that we have things to be thankful for, whether it's an unexpected act of kindness or service, whether it's from a family member or a stranger. Being thankful is an attitude changer. I'm a grateful person who has realized more in my life than I could have ever dreamed. In 1985, I graduated from Georgia State University after 10 years with a degree in English and a minor in hotel restaurant administration. It is the personal achievement that I am the proudest of. Nobody can take away your education. I've never had a job I didn't love, nor have I ever had a job that I was qualified for when I started, and I'm not kidding about that. Being recognized as a hard worker with a great attitude is the ticket to success in my mind. Having a life reflective of perseverance, hard work, and positive attitude will bring you the greatest opportunities for success and happiness. I am grateful for all the people that have influenced me, supported me, educated me, and listened to me, and believed in me, and made sure they know that. As a beloved author, Alex Haley once said, "If you ever see a turtle sitting on a picket fence, he didn't get up there by himself." Every time I'm privileged to attend a graduation, I think about the opportunities that are before you as graduates. God's plan for you is so much greater than you can imagine, and I'm living proof of that truth. None of the things that have happened in my life were my goals. I was not even aware that they were possibilities, much less that I could achieve them. I tell you this very personal story to open your mind to what happens next for you. Anything is possible. Congratulations, graduates, and welcome to the rest of your amazing life. Let me close by saying that you have successfully navigated the many hurdles that undoubtedly arose through your time here. Your perseverance, hard work, resiliency, and ability to adapt are traits that will serve you well throughout your lives. You're better prepared to respond to the challenges, disruptions, and hurdles that will inevitably rise in all our lives. Today is the reward for your hard work, and whether you're continuing at a university or launching your careers, as of today, Cleveland State is your alma mater. You can be proud to say that you're an alumni of a great college. I know that we are proud to have you in as alumni. Your graduation today will cause ripple effects in your lives and the lives of your families and in your community across time. You've laid the groundwork for a great future. So go out in the world with confidence, humility, and gratitude. Confidence is that what you have learned and your ability to persevere. Humility, because even though you worked hard, you didn't get there by yourself. And gratitude to your parents, your families, your friends, the faculty and staff here. Everyone has helped you succeed. Congratulations and best wishes, class of 2025.
Thank you, Regent Varland, for your remarks, hard work, attitude, perseverance, words to live by. So again, thank you for your remarks. Time has come for the recognition of our graduates. Are we ready? Dr. White, I am pleased to present to you the graduating class of 2025. As Vice President of Academic Affairs, I certify that these students have fulfilled all the requirements set forth by the Tennessee Board of Regents, and they are entitled to receive the appropriate degrees or certificates.
With the power vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents in the state of Tennessee, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and administration of Cleveland State Community College, these candidates are hereby awarded an Associate of Arts degree, an Associate of Science degree, an Associate of Applied Science degree, or a technical certificate with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Graduates, your time is here. As directed, please come to the stage to receive your well-deserved recognition and hear your name called.
Now presenting candidates in advanced technologies. Caleb W. Pearson. Jose Francisco Mejia. Now presenting candidates in arts and humanities. Michael S. Griffin. Now presenting candidates in business. Haley Renee Greer. Andrew T. Lawson. Summer A. Conley. Erica C. Holder. Alexandria Marie Shannon. Lauren Grace Choplin. Abigail Farrell. Heather Jackson. Maria LaShawn White. Jamie Nicole Bell. Selah Vaness. Trevor Helms. Mary Lynn White. Christy F. Towers. Jamichael Maurice Brewster. Now presenting candidates in education. Haley M. Lagasse. Kason Keenan Minter. Now presenting candidates in healthcare. Christy L. Blankenship. Gabrielle Marie Thurman. Kayla Marie Oliver. Nicole Marie Blair. Mariah Nicole Posey. Caitlin L. Nicholson. Chase Jensen. Laji Thomas. Lily S. Whaley. Sierra B. Thomas. Susan Mancia. Cadence Schuyler Erickson. Janaria Maddox. Perla M. Lantigua. Bailey Brianne Heiner. Kirsten Jadamski. Kaylee May Cash. Andrew M. Koob. Carlos Rosario. James Connor Wheeler. Now presenting candidates in social sciences. Lily Jean Carmley. Rebecca Castro. Peyton Catherine Dixon. Caitlin Jewel Collins. Karen Vanessa Arias. Consuelo Alexandra Aguilar Yepez. Caitlin Deanna Hewitt. Now presenting candidates in STEM. Addison Garner. Alexa Brianne Ellis. Miranda Jean Jones. Taylor Nicole McMillan.
Can we have one more round of applause for our graduates? Congratulations to our graduates and, of course, family and friends of our graduates. So, graduates, we have one more piece of business to attend to. So if you would, please stand. Graduates, or should I say alumni, now is the time to move your tassels to the left. You are now officially graduates of Cleveland State Community College and the newest members of our Alumni Association. Congratulations. Alumni, please be seated.
What an awesome day. The intensity of the smiles was so strong as the folks were walking across the stage here. It really is a privilege to be up here and get to shake your hand and put my arm around you and pat you on the back because we are, in fact, very, very proud of you. And we're grateful that you chose to invest in yourself here with us at Cleveland State Community College. We feel very privileged to have the privilege of the blessing of being able to educate and support and serve all of you and our neighbors here in the community. And we appreciate the trust and confidence placed in us by your employers and your family workers who've supported you along the journey. This, at this point, concludes our Cleveland State Summer 2025 commencement ceremony. I think in that regard, this class has made some history today. So a double congratulations on that. thank all of you. We thank all of you very much for joining us and for being part of this. And once more, congratulations, graduates. Your hard work, determination, and dedication. And opportunities for prosperity and growth